Today, for your viewing pleasure, we're diving into a truly special project, dipping a rare 1982 Dodge Challenger exhibition model. This isn't just any restoration. This vehicle is a unique piece of automotive history. The exhibition models were used by the manufacturer to showcase their latest designs and innovations at auto shows and industry events. These cars were meticulously detailed and featured the newest styling cues, trims, and options available at the time. Very few were produced, and even fewer survive today in any condition. So taking one down to bare metal and restoring it properly is nothing short of honoring a piece of American automotive heritage. This particular 1982 Dodge Challenger has seen better days. Over the decades, it's been neglected, left to face the elements, and it wears the scars of time proudly. The paint is flaking, rust has crept in through some of the usual weak spots, and the trim has dulled from years of sun exposure. But what's underneath all that decay is something rare and exciting, an opportunity to return a show car back to its former glory. That's why we're not taking any shortcuts. Every inch of this car is going back to bare metal, the only way to ensure that every bit of damage, every patch of rust, every previous quick fix is revealed and corrected. Dipping, or media blasting, is one of the most thorough ways to strip a car of old paint, filler, undercoating, and surface corrosion. For this build, we're using a chemical dipping process that submerges the entire car body into a special bath that dissolves all coatings and contaminants. It's not a quick or cheap process, but for something as rare as an exhibition Challenger, it's the best choice. The chemical dip ensures that we remove every bit of rust from even the smallest crevices and hidden channels, places that sandblasting might miss or damage. As the car is lowered into the chemical tank, you can almost feel the decades of neglect being washed away. It's a slow process, but extremely satisfying to watch. Over the next several hours, the dip will eat away at the old paint, grime, bondo, and corrosion, leaving us with a clean slate, a bare steel body ready to be brought back to life. Once the process is complete, the car will be thoroughly rinsed and neutralized to prevent any long-term chemical damage. From there, we'll coat it with an anti-flash rust solution to protect it during the next phases of the restoration. What makes this Challenger even more exciting is its role as a factory exhibition car. These weren't your run-of-the-mill showroom models. They were often loaded with every available option, finished in special colors or trim combinations, and sometimes even featured pre-production elements. That means this car may have components or configurations that were never offered on the final production versions, making it not just rare, but truly one of a kind. We'll be documenting and preserving as many of these unique features as possible during the rebuild. Now that the body is stripped, we can fully assess the condition of the steel. Some areas are better than expected, strong, solid metal with no sign of major damage. Other areas, unfortunately, have not fared so well. There's rust through in a few critical places, rocker panels, lower quarters, and around the windshield base. Nothing that can't be fixed, but it will take some skilled fabrication to restore them properly. We're using OEM repair panels wherever possible, and in places where that's not an option, we're hand-forming patch panels to factory spec. Every weld will be seam sealed and treated to ensure it outlasts the original. With the metalwork underway, this is also the perfect opportunity to plan out the direction of the restoration. Given the car's unique status, we're opting for a factory-correct restoration with some minor improvements for safety and drivability. That means keeping the original powertrain, a Mitsubishi 2.6L 4-cylinder engine paired with a 5-speed manual, but updating components like the braking system, suspension bushings, and electrical wiring to modern standards. We want this car to not only look like it just rolled off the display stand in 1982, but to drive even better than it did back then. Next up, we're moving into the prep and primer phase. With the car in clean bare metal, every square inch is sanded and prepped for epoxy primer. This seals the metal and gives us a durable base to work with as we start bodywork. Even on a car this rare, body lines are everything. We're blocking every panel to perfection, ensuring that gaps are tight and consistent, and that all curves and creases are just right. The goal here isn't just to make it look good, but to make it as flawless as possible, because that's what this car deserves. The original paint on this car was a metallic silver blue, a popular color for early 80s performance and luxury coupes. We've managed to find the original paint code and are mixing a custom batch to match. But before paint goes on, we'll lay down several coats of high-build primer and spend days blocking and smoothing every surface. This is what makes or breaks a top-tier restoration. Every hour spent here shows up in the final finish, so we're not rushing anything. Perfection takes time. When the color finally goes on, it's like magic. The body comes to life again under the new paint, the metallic flake catching light just right, highlighting the long hood and sharp fender lines. Once clear coat is laid and cured, we begin wet sanding and polishing to bring out a show-quality shine. From here, it's all about reassembly, carefully, thoughtfully, and respectfully. We've sourced a complete set of NOS new old stock, trim pieces, badges, and lenses, something nearly impossible to find for these cars today. Each piece is cleaned, polished, and installed with care. The original wheels have been refurbished to like new condition, wrapped in period-correct rubber. The interior, which was originally a plush blue velour, is being completely redone using custom upholstery that perfectly replicates the original pattern and stitching. Every button, knob, and gauge is restored or replaced to make the cabin look and feel brand new. Even the engine is getting special treatment. The original 2.6L four-cylinder was never known for high performance, but it was smooth, reliable, and a big step forward in efficiency at the time. We're tearing it down completely, replacing every gasket, bearing, and seal. The head is being reconditioned, valves seated, and the Mikuni carburetor rebuilt to exact spec. We're even ceramic coating the exhaust manifold and repainting the block in its original factory finish. When it's all back together, this Challenger will not only look like new, it'll run like it too. As we near completion, there's a growing sense of excitement. This isn't just a restoration. It's a resurrection. The 1982 Dodge Challenger exhibition model isn't just coming back to life, it's reclaiming its place as a rare and important part of American automotive history. When it finally rolls out of the shop, it will be one of the finest examples of its kind in existence. And we'll have captured every step of the journey for you to witness. Whether you're a fan of classic Mopars, rare JDM American hybrids, or just love a good underdog comeback story, this build has something for everyone. We're proud to be restoring not just a car, but a symbol of a bygone era, a time when manufacturers were taking risks, blending styles, and trying to build something exciting for the future. And this car, once forgotten, will now live on as a rolling tribute to that spirit. So if you've enjoyed this deep dive into the restoration process, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you don't miss the next episode. There's still more to come. Final tuning, road testing, and maybe even a return to the auto show floor, where this Challenger belongs. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next chapter of the build.